The quantum-shifted atmosphere of station Kepler 442 hummed with electromagnetic tension as Maya stepped through the decontamination field. Her exosuit's biosensors detected the elevated carbon dioxide levels immediately, a telltale sign of human presence. The Galactic Confederation had protocols for this. Humanity, the newest species to achieve faster-than-light travel, required handling. Maya belonged to the Vraks, a species that had mastered interstellar diplomacy 3,000 years before humans discovered agriculture. Her cranial ridge pulsed with bioluminescent warnings as she reviewed the intelligence briefing on her neural implant. The human stationed here was military, a United States Marine, whatever that designation meant in their primitive hierarchical structures. The station's AI announced her arrival in 17 languages simultaneously. Maya's translator chip decoded the English variant. Confederation Representative Maya Selm-Korath has arrived for diplomatic protocol enforcement. She found him in the observation deck, staring at the binary star system beyond the reinforced titanium carbon composite windows. He wore what her database identified as a dress uniform, archaic fabric instead of adaptive smart materials. Curious. "You are William Chen, yes." Maya's vocal synthesizer produced perfect English, though her natural voice existed in frequencies humans couldn't perceive. The human turned. He was younger than she expected, his face unmarked by the radiation scarring common among species new to void travel. His eyes, brown, her sensors noted, analyzing the melanin concentration, met hers without the submissive downward glance required by Confederation protocol. "That's correct, ma'am," William said. His tone carried what her linguistic algorithms identified as respect, but not deference, an important distinction. Maya accessed the cultural database. Marines, warriors. Earth's governments maintain something called standing armies, permanent military forces even during peacetime. How inefficient, how human. "I am here regarding Incident Sigma 73, Maya began, her suit's holographic projector displaying the relevant data between them. 48 hours ago, a Confederation patrol vessel issued lawful commands to human vessels in this sector. The commands were ignored. This constitutes a violation of the Treaty of Tau Ceti, Article 12, subsection." "I know what we did," William interrupted. Maya's bioluminescence flared orange, surprise. Interruption was a severe breach of protocol. Her hand moved instinctively toward the neural disruptor at her hip, though she'd never actually needed to use it. The threat was usually sufficient. William noticed. His mouth curved upward, a smile her database confirmed, though the context seemed inappropriate. Humans smiled during stress. The xenopsychology files were clearly incomplete. "The Confederation vessels," William said calmly, ordered 3 human transport ships to halt and submit to boarding procedures. These transports carried medical supplies for the colony on Kepler 442c. 2,000 people are fighting a bacterial outbreak there. We have 48 hours before the death toll becomes catastrophic. "The law does not account for convenience," Maya recited. This was basic Confederation philosophy taught to every citizen. Law was absolute, chaos was the alternative. "No," William agreed, "but it should account for lives." Maya felt her respiratory spiracles constrict. Was this human being deliberately obtuse? The Confederation has maintained peace across 400 species for 6,000 years. This requires order. This requires obedience. When a superior authority issues commands, you comply. You bow. You submit. She stepped closer, her 2-meter height forcing William to look up. Good. Physical dominance often worked with younger species. "I need you to understand something, Representative Maya." William's voice remained steady. That smile hadn't faded. "I've read your species' history. The Vraks achieved interstellar travel by abandoning individualism. You created perfect order by eliminating dissent, Everyone knows their place. Everyone bows. Yes, Maya said. Efficiency, harmony, peace. Sure, William said. And in 6,000 years of peace, how many times has the Confederation actually innovated, really created something new? Maya's neural implant flooded with defensive responses, but something made her pause. Innovation. The Vraks had perfected what existed. Refinement was the highest virtue. But creation, when was the last time? Your point is irrelevant, she said, but her bioluminescence had shifted to uncertain yellow. William gestured at the stars beyond the window. Humanity achieved FTL travel in less than 300 years from our Industrial Revolution. We did it with chaos, with competition, with people refusing to bow, refusing to accept that something was impossible. And nearly destroyed your planet 7 times in the process, Maya countered. Her research was thorough. Nuclear weapons, climate catastrophe, biological warfare. Your innovation nearly ended you. Nearly, William agreed. But didn't. We learned, we adapted, we're still learning. He moved to the window, pointing at Kepler 442c. Those people down there, they're sick because we're terraforming a world the proper way would take 300 years to settle. We did it in 20. Mistakes were made, but we're fixing them, right now. Not filling out forms for the next decade while people die. Maya felt something unfamiliar, doubt. The Confederation had procedures for terraforming. Slow, careful, guaranteed procedures. No Confederation colony had ever faced a bacterial outbreak because no Confederation colony rushed. But then, no Confederation colony had ever been established so quickly, either. You still violated protocol, she said, but her voice lacked its earlier certainty. Yes, ma'am, I did. William turned back to her, and that smile was still there, not defiant, not mocking, something else. I countermanded your patrol's orders because I took an oath, to protect people, not to protect order for order's sake. And if that means I face consequences, I'll face them, but I won't apologize for choosing lives over procedures. The Confederation could destroy your entire species for this arrogance, Maya said. The words came automatically, but they tasted wrong. William's smile broadened. They could try. It wasn't a threat. Maya's threat assessment algorithms confirmed that. It was simple fact, delivered with the confidence of someone who'd done the mathematical calculations. Humanity had 7 billion people across 30 systems. They bred fast, adapted faster, and had military technologies the Confederation hadn't seen in millennia because no one had needed weapons when everyone bowed. You're either very brave or very foolish, Maya said quietly. Marine, ma'am, William replied as if that explained everything. Maya stood silently for a long moment, her neural implant running probability matrices. She could enforce the law. Have William arrested, the human vessels impounded, the medical supplies rerouted through proper channels while thousands died. Perfect order maintained. Or, the patrol vessels, Maya said slowly, reported a communications malfunction. Their orders were never received by human vessels due to technical incompatibility between our systems. William's eyebrows rose. Is that so? It is now, Maya said. I will recommend immediate protocol review to prevent future miscommunications. In the meantime, the medical supplies should proceed to Kepler 442c. Humanitarian exceptions exist in the treaty, subsection 47. Thank you, Representative, William said. Don't thank me, Maya replied, and don't make me regret this. She turned toward the exit, then paused. Your people will never bow, will they? William's smile softened into something more genuine. No, ma'am. It's not in our nature. We kneel for our wounded, stand for our dead, and bow to no one. As Maya's ship departed station Kepler 442b, she filed her report with notations that would take bureaucrats years to unravel. She watched the blue-green marble of Kepler 442c recede, and wondered if perhaps the Confederation's perfect order had made them forget something humans still remembered. Sometimes the right thing and the legal thing weren't the same. And sometimes refusing to bow was the bravest thing of all. Her bioluminescence flickered contemplative purple as she set course for Confederation Central. She had much to think about, and perhaps, for the first time in her 300-year life, some reporting to do that didn't fit neatly into prescribed forms. Humanity was going to be a problem for the Confederation. Maya found herself smiling, a gesture she'd learned from the human database. Maybe that wasn't such a bad thing.